Alright everyone, welcome back to Tall Tales Custom Tackles. I'm gonna try to do a little video here. Hopefully it won't be too terrible long. I got some bonus footage that will be at the end of the video that I actually shot hours ago. Because it's just been a long day. I've been real busy doing stuff, working. It's actually 8:30 at night. Anyway, we're gonna do a little, basically a little painting on a crankbait. I've been playing with my Badger airbrush. Let me spin it around. Does pretty good. It's a little bit different to get used to as far as compared to the Iwata brushes I've been using. But still, it's a great brush. It's just in my opinion, it's a little more trying to think the proper word. Anyway, it's a great brush. It's just a little more touchy. You know what I mean? It's a little more, it'll clog up a little bit easier than my other brushes. I mean, like I say, I've been using them other ones for years. That one is a little more, delicate, I guess you can say. Now it will shoot a real fine line and all, but you need to really flush it out and clean it more often. Of course, I could thin my paints a little bit more, and that would take care of that. But as far as gauging it from how it shoots compared to the two Iwatas I use, that one's it's a little more tedious. So. But I'm very happy with it. There's a few features I do like about it that's easier. For example, right here where you can adjust the needle to clean it. That is actually pretty handy versus the Iwatas. You got to take the back off, and so I can actually clean this one as far as like really between colors, cleaning it pretty fast. So I am happy about that. All in all, I'm very satisfied with the airbrush. Like I say, I do need to thin my paints a little bit more because that one it shoots a lot more, fine. So I think that would take care of that problem. Anyway, what I have is, and I already primered it, but instead of white, I done a black base coat. But this was a KVD 4.0 that I took the hooks and stuff off of. Like I say, I got it already just done it in a straight black. The reason is I want to lay a coat of this down. This is basically a color shift. I ordered this stuff a couple of years ago, and I've used it a little bit, not very often, but we're gonna go with that top left one, that Mystic Gold. Anyway, you're supposed to put this down over a black base coat. But anyway, let's see if we can get this video going. Like I say, I got a bonus at the very end just to show you a few minutes of some stuff. Alright, let's see how well, and this paint right here is pretty thin, so I want to see how well it shoots it. But at the same time, even though it's thin, it is a let me shake it up a little more. Even though it's thin, it is it's like a metal flake basically. So hopefully it will, it will shoot it without clogging it up. Let's see. I'm gonna say you can see here, it's a thin paint. That's probably way too much, but I actually want to put a couple of coats down. Of course, I don't even know if that was in the camera. I might have been just showing you nothing, but yeah. And once I get this coated the way I want, and I could turn a fan on to try to suck out some of that. Basically, what we're gonna do is wrap it. I'm gonna wrap it, and then I'm actually gonna spray it in a white. I just want this right here to be the underneath. And I haven't done this particular color scheme or pattern yet, so it might turn out like crap. Alright, I think that's good enough. Alright, I'm gonna clean this real good before I start wrapping, so I'm gonna pause you. Alright, I went ahead and cut. Got my netting cut. Got it double folded just to sometimes I feel that if you do it double, you give it more of that real spidery, like spider web effect that I'm going for. Alright, when I'm doing this right here, and I started to just do this off camera, but just in case you haven't seen, I'm going to trim up a little bit and then try to pull it tight. I start usually in the middle, and I like to make sure the belly's covered, because the back, most of the time the back is going to be darker, so you can cover that up. Certain baits you want to start on the belly. I know the camera angle is probably terrible, but we're gonna try to make it work. I ain't as efficient as everybody else when they have their camera angle, you know, looking all nice, and that's just not me. I reckon I need to mount it to my damn hat and wear it like that, or you know, do something different one day. And who knows, I might come up with a different way to do it to really make the video. Let me angle you. There we go. Maybe you can see what's going on. You just want to try to get it as tight as you can. You know, you ain't gonna get it perfect, or I'm not. You know, you see some people, they get it pretty good. I know you watch Jekyll Baits. She does a really good job getting them nice and tight. Let's see, I think I got a small, there we go. And that'll work. That bottom right there, I can get close to that, because once we get to that point, it's gonna we'll change how we're gonna do it anyway once we get to that point. All right, from here, let me actually, I'm gonna clip that a little bit. There we go, get that a little bit tighter. All right, from here, what I want to do is actually cover the entire bait in white, and from there, because I think to build the colors, well, damn, come on there, compressor, come on, there we go. To build the color I got in my head, I want to go ahead and just lay some white down and build off of that. I might actually do some pearl white, because it'll all work out. Shake it up real good. Yeah, I need to thin this paint down a little bit more. Like I say, it's thin about just right for how I do the Iwata, but in this one right here, it might need to be thinned a little bit more. And we'll see how that pearl white does. If it don't cover exactly how I'm hoping it will, then I'll actually go over it with a regular white. But I'm gonna see how this pearl goes over this darker color. I think that'll work for what I'm That'll just give it something to make the color stand, because it's going to be a fairly dark bait anyway. I ain't gonna say dark, but you know, to get the looking exactly how I got it in my head, it's gonna be not real dark, but dark enough. Oh, put a little bit more. And that little air compressor I use is it's a small one, so you will hear it kick on and off a lot while I'm doing this. And I got the air pressure on this thing set to about 22 psi. I don't have it real high. The eye waters, sometimes I'll turn them on up a little bit. With that dark background, that almost, instead of a pearl white, it really looks more of a silverish color. Add a little bit more. And on because this right here is really going to be a crawl, so the pattern I'm going to try to go is a crawl pattern. So technically, them eyes, you don't have to remove them. If I was going to do like a bluegill or shad or anything like that, then most of the time I would remove the eyes, but it just really depends on what I'm going to do. I turned my air conditioner on, just a fan, just to help with the little bit of fumes we're getting in here. Alright, let's see here. I don't want that one. I think I'm gonna do a pearl tangerine on the very bottom. I did buy some new paints to try out, and so far they're alright. Chroma Air. I've used a couple of them. It says they're thin a little bit, you know, but I think for shooting in that Badger, I think I still need to thin them a little bit more versus the Iwata, but it's alright. I'm hoping this video won't be too damn long. Yeah, that there'll work. But if it's too long, oh well. It ain't like you ain't never seen a long video from me before. I know the bonus material I got at the end originally was just gonna be like 5 minutes or less, and then I got started talking and explaining why, you know, some of the reason I'm always talking about I'm working and busy and ain't got time, so that way some of you will understand, you know, what's been going on. Oh, let me knock the damn camera over. Let's see, Wicked Detail Yellow. Let me shake this up real good. This isn't a color I use very often, but I want to try to put some right here on the edge to try to transition between that. And that color right there is a little bit thick, but as long as I can get it to come out, yeah, it's thick, so it's coming out slow. It's real thick. I definitely got to thin my paints down a little bit more. I got them thinned down a little bit, but they're just a little thick for this brush. Turn the air pressure up a little bit for that thickness. And like I say, this might might look like complete garbage when it's done, but oh well. This is kind of experimenting. I haven't done this pattern over that darker color before. And I'm learning a little bit about some new stencils. I recently bought a few of those insane custom stencils that I've been playing with. So therefore, really experimenting with some different color paints, and experimenting with some different style stencils, and you know, just experimenting a little bit and seeing how it turns out. I'm gonna lay some red down right here against it and then see how well that blends in. I'm almost out of this red. Yeah, I am almost out of red. I think I got enough in there to it's going, with that pearl background, it's going to really make it look more pearl. I should have went with regular opaque white instead of that pearl, because that definitely changes the look of the color up, but you know what, it's fine. Because once it's done, I think I'll do an overspray with some black, because I don't know how I like that so far. Kind of looks funny, but whatever. You know, that ain't looking like my favorite, but that's all part of it. Experiment. Or I could get up off my ass and go to my cabinet over there and see what other, I'm sure I got different color reds. Matter of fact, I might look and see if I got something. Oh, yeah, I got a crimson red. I'll try that out. But it's still probably gonna look pink over that. Yeah, now that is a little bit better. I'll overspray a little bit. Yeah. Now that red stands out a lot more. I still don't think I care about it that much over the over that pearl, but alright. I can already tell you this video is gonna be long. I know I've had people ask me before to really break it down and show a lot, but sometimes when you're doing this kind of stuff, it takes you a little bit to especially me. I don't usually have a game plan like this right here. I ain't got no game plan. I'm just going with the flow and doing whatever. Let's see here. What color is this? Pure purple. This is one of those new colors. I'll put some purple down at the top. See if I can make some. And this ain't your typical crawl color, so. But we're doing something different. We're gonna call this one a garbage crawl because it's probably gonna look like garbage. Who knows? It might be a damn masterpiece, but I doubt it. Try to. All right. Heat set this. And you want to make sure when you doing anything with netting, make sure you really heat set it good, because you can mess up the paint a little bit if you don't. I have rushed it and end up, you know, really messing up and peeling some of it off. All right, let's see here. That ain't necessarily horrible, but it definitely is not my favorite by far. Let's see if you can see the crackle. All right. Now from here, I'm gonna go ahead and get the airbrush cleaned out really good before we start the next step. So hold on. All right. Now we're gonna start laying down the actual crawl pattern. So first I'm gonna do this collar up top. And this is just basically a guideline. I already have some black loaded. I got the pressure turned way down. Move this, maybe you can still see. Try to get it where you can see what I'm doing. All right, and basically all I'm doing is just putting a little touch up here where I know where I want to continue and make the actual crawl pattern using one of these style stencils. Like I say, I'm still getting used to this style right here. Usually I make my stencils with my little stencil maker, and it does a little different. So this right here is something new for me, so I'm trying to get used to it. I think we'll do one more. They ain't gotta be perfect. It just kind of helps give you a little guideline. And from here I'm actually going to just swap this around. Where I can angle it and see. Now this is the part where I got to actually practice on. So this is something I haven't done much of yet. I've actually only done two other baits so far, and they didn't turn out perfect. You know what I mean? They're, you know, it's, for me it's still a learning curve, because I'll come and do this collar after. I want to get, of course I've seen people do the back first. You know, I've seen Jekyll Baits do the back first, and that kind of worked out for her. But anyway, I'm gonna lay this one down right here. I'm gonna do this one a little bit higher than the last ones I done. And I have the pressure set kind of low, you know, mainly to give you a little bit more time to really work with it. I'm sure my hand is in the way. I'm sure it is, but we'll do the best we can. And the tricky part to me is actually trying to get the pattern lined up on both sides, you know. That ain't terrible. It ain't perfect, but you know, we'll make it work. Especially for a personal bait. I mean, hell, it don't matter. There, probably. Like I say, the hardest part so far for me is getting it lined up perfect. That's the biggest part. And you can always turn it. Yep, that'll work. I mean, these stencils are still, they pretty good, but I do like the other way I do stencils a little better, I believe. But you know, it is what it is. All I'm doing right here is really trying to connect the lines. But I mean, I would say that ain't horrible at all. I have seen worse, and I've actually done worse in my time, so that is not too bad. What I want to do here is actually just come underneath right here a little bit. Well, I'm trying to get where you can. I am horrible at getting good camera angles sometimes. Yeah, that ain't bad. And we're gonna darken up a lot of this bait anyway, especially around the eyes, more around the nose, you know, like the tip area. That ain't horrible. It's by far not my favorite, you know, so let's see here. And you can do a lot sometimes with stencils to make things stand out even more. So that's what we're doing here. Still got the pressure real low. And that there will go a long ways with it. This is one of those stencils. What company is this? Anarchy, I think. Yeah. Models. Alright, let's see how it gives it that that molted effect, I think is what they call it. I'm trying to get where you can really see what's going on. It ain't too bad, especially I think once I put get the clear coat on it, I really do think it will stand out and pop a little more. Probably gonna end up with an hour-long video. So a little bit more black towards the tip. And these helping hands right here, they're new, but sometimes they are a pain in the butt. Alright, let's see here. I like, and I've seen people where they only do a little bit. I honestly like doing that little shadow effect on the belly. You know, real lightly, but I do feel like it makes it stand out a little bit more. You know, and I don't personally go all the way up the sides. I've seen people go up the sides. I think that makes, and that actually, the more you do, the better it's looking, you know. You can still see that dark. And actually looking at it in person versus looking at it on through my camera lens, the camera, I don't know, it just don't seem to pick it up as good, but anyway, I think that looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty much done with it. What I will do is off camera, I'm gonna, because this video is already gonna be long and damn enough, off camera I'm gonna go ahead and actually dip it in my UV resin and put it in the UV light box, and it'll be done. It's like 9:10, so in about 20 minutes about 20-25 minutes I'll take it out and show you what it looks like, so we can actually get the video done tonight. Well, I say done tonight, it might take 3 damn hours for it to upload. So anyway, we'll be right back. Alright, while we're waiting on that bait to get done, figure I'd show you a little tip real quick. If you're doing like smaller square bills, you know, lipless crankbaits, stuff like that, and you want to wrap it in a you know, like say fish scale, or you know, you got like the netting material like this, or even this kind of material, which is this, you can, instead of wrapping it each time, you can actually get some of these. These are in Walmart. They're well, you got multiple sizes. You know, you can do the 8-inch or the 6-inch. Anyway, I saw another guy that paints baits do this, and I said, man, that's ingenious for smaller stuff. But anyway, it works great. it holds your bait in place. You can just spray holding this, and you get the scale pattern, or the come on now. Anyway, you get the effect you're looking for, and it works on square bills and all, but I didn't use it on that big one because that 4.0 is a beast of a bait, so that's why I didn't use it on that. But anyway, I just figured I'd share this tip with you before we come back. I'd say that works pretty good. In your, let's say Walmart, they're in your it's like for your needle point and stuff like that, but anyway, it's in your craft section, they have them. So just thought I'd share that little tip, idea, whatever. All right, and show you real quick, you can do more than one bait at one time, so it holds it in place. So all right, there it is with the clear coat on. Looks really, it actually looks a lot better with the, since it's done with the clear coat. I wasn't in love with it at first, but it is actually looks a lot better in person. Plus, clear coat just does wonders with one. Let's see if I can get you where you can. Yep. Now that looks damn good. I went ahead and let me hang this up. While I was waiting on them to get done, or that one to get done, I went ahead and painted those lipless I had loaded. Clear coat will definitely make them pop even more, but these are I used different stencils for each one. Let me grab the other ones. Now they're basically the same color combo, but I used a different stencil for each one. And the way I done that pattern with the brown top, and each one has a little bit different layout on the belly, different stencil. These three right here, they're really gonna stand out once I put the clear coat down. I mean, that's, hell, I guess I should have done a video on doing them, but anyway, I didn't want it to be a 2-hour long video, but them are actually going to be really nice. If these are done in time, as far as clear coat, I might actually put a video, or I might place a couple pictures of these finished at the end of the video, or I might not. Like I say, I don't know yet. I'll review and see just how hang these back up. I'll actually review and see just how long the video is going to be. I know it's going to be long. Like I say, I got that little bit of bonus footage at the end, which I ain't got to upload that, but anyway. Alright, so we got that done. Overall, yes, I do like my my Badger airbrush. It's I do have to thin the paint a little bit more on those. I actually thin my paints down, and it flowed perfect. So I do have to thin it a little bit more than I do with my Iwatas. But anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna wrap it up. Yes, there's some bonus footage at the end of this, so we will catch you next time. Alright, this is pretty much gonna be basically like bonus footage. So I got a little mold here. I actually seen a gentleman on Facebook Marketplace a few weeks ago selling a it's like a little crappie I forget what they call the damn bait, but it's like about a 2 1/4 inch little crappie, you know, style bait. I have one made up. I actually made up a right after I got the mold, I made up a sample run, so that's what it looks like. Just a little, you know, kind of like a little crappie rig. I've honestly never done much crappie style fishing, but one day I plan on, you know, I'll play around with it a little bit. But anyway, he had one. I asked him how much. He contacted me through Messenger and told me what he would sell it to me for. You know, we actually talked on the phone a little while. The gentleman's name was Tyler Hoffman, I think. But anyway, so I ended up, you know, I bought it. He made me a good deal on it, so I bought it. I've shot it one time. Like, when I say one time, I do mean the day it came in. I just mellowed down a little bit of plastic, threw it in there. So basically, this is just going to be a bonus little run, because the video, you know, do a little bit of airbrushing. So, and honestly, this right here will probably be at the end, so I don't know why I'm saying doing a little bit of airbrushing, because you'll see it before you see this. A little bit of ass backwards. The reason I'm shooting this first is I'm just gonna make this little bonus thing first that I'm adding to it, because then I got some more stuff I'm doing. I'm actually working in my outside shop, trying to get a lot of stuff done. And I know I'm always saying there's a lot of stuff I'm trying to get done, and there's a reason for it. I mean, I have a ton of stuff I have to get done over the next, you know, couple of months, and I'll explain why in a second. Matter of fact, why this right here is, I'm gonna let it sit there and get a few of the air bubbles. And it's an ugly color because that's about 4 different colors that I just threw in there just to, you know, just to basically, all I'm doing is just showing you the mold. But anyway, while that's sitting there, my videos, I'm probably going to slow down my video. I know this one took 12 days because I have been very busy, doubles and every damn thing else. But anyway, what I'm working on is, me and my wife, we bought a piece of property, and we're actually in the process. We're not moving yet, but we got to get everything packed up, broke down, and I mean, like, go through stuff we're going to keep, go through stuff we're not going to keep. I'm going to try to hold off and some of this, you know, as far as my bait making stuff, so I can do a few more videos. I'll try to hold out as long as I can with that, but there's going to be a period of time that I won't be making no baits or doing anything like that, because I've got to get everything packed up and boxed up and actually set to the side before we're moving. Because it ain't like we're moving down the street. I mean, we're moving like 6 hours away, so it is a process. Anyway, it's something we've been planning on doing for a while now, and I mean, it's I wasn't going to announce it until we got closer, but we still got a couple months before we pack up and leave, you know, as far as like fully gone. But over the next few weeks, I plan on packing up a lot of stuff. Everything that I don't necessarily need right now, I plan on packing up and getting to the side, you know, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm out there in my big shop, and everything that I'm not taking with me, I'm sticking to the side. Stuff I'm throwing away, selling, whatever, you know, just trying to make room. So that's, when you hear me saying I'm busy, that's literally what I'm doing. I am busy trying to get stuff like that done. That way you'll understand why, if you don't see videos up for a month between, that is why. Same with like my bait making and stuff. I pretty much done, you know, cut out orders right now, just because I've got so much other stuff going on that I ain't got time to really do many orders. I've still got a couple here and there that I've done just for certain people, you know what I mean, but as I just really ain't got no time for it right now. I am just swamped with trying to work You know, for example, I'm starting my 9-day stretch starting tomorrow, and during that 9-day stretch, I'm gonna be, you know, trying to get stuff done here, trying to get stuff done on the property, trying to get, you know, a lot of stuff lined up, plus working doubles. The other rotation's already short, so they already telling us, oh, we're gonna have to start doubling you back and taking your days off. Good luck with that. But anyway, all right, let's get this shit done, and after a while well, I say after a while, y'all see the other part first anyway. Because we're gonna do a little bit of airbrushing. And this little mold don't take much plastic. I don't know why I sucked the whole 4 ounces up, because it takes probably a ½ ounce. It does not take much plastic at all. I could have just really just sucked up 1 inch worth. And because these molds are so small, they're not gonna, you know, drink the plastic. And it shouldn't, because this mold was cold. It shouldn't take this very long. I don't know why I heated up so much. Like I say, I just melted down a few different colors. I had some root beer, a little bit of mud bug, just some miscellaneous colors mixed up. So stick that to the side, because I will not make any more of that. This was just a, well, just like it sounds, it's pretty much gonna be a bonus little few minute run at the end of the airbrush session. But if you're wondering where I'm moving to, it's northern Alabama. I'm actually gonna be up there on Lake Guntersville is the area. It's in between Guntersville and Scottsboro, but it is right on the, pretty much right on the lake. The property, you can look pretty much across the road and see the lake, so it's pretty convenient. There's a boat landing. If you, from the driveway, if you turn right, there's a boat landing less than a ½ mile down there with a nice store, bait and tackle and all. And if you turn left, there's one down there. I want to say it's about 0.4, so it's less than a ½ mile. So I mean, it's a good little location. I'm excited for it. Me and my wife and I, we have talked a while about doing something like that, and we finally several months back we decided we was going to, and we've been working and planning, and it's finally, you know, in the process. So anyway, I know this was 12 days between videos, but there's probably going to be some periods of time where it's going to be a lot, you know, stretched out a lot further. Anyway, this was only going to be about 5 minutes, and here I am running my damn mouth, and because this was just going to be a bonus few minutes, but you know how that goes. I start running my mouth. So let's check this out. It cooled off enough. Let's see what this looks like, and then we can shut this down, and later this afternoon I'll come back and do the actual airbrushing. There we go. This is a little angling AI, you know, 12 cavity, and it don't take, try to get you in focus, it don't take hardly any plastic. I know there's some good crappie style molds out there. I just wanted one. You know, this is personal use. I will not be taking orders for, like I say, my orders are fixing to shut down anyway, but I wouldn't be taking orders for anything like this, because 12 cavity, it would take you too damn long to really produce any. This is just for personal use. The only thing that's odd about this size bait and mold to me is it's got that little open belly. I mean, I don't know, that's kind of strange, because the way I'm going to rig it, like this right here, for example, the open belly is on the back side, so I don't know. I think it would have been a better design without the open belly, but anyway, it ain't bothering me one bit. I'll run with just give you, in case you was wondering what it looked like. and I want to say it's a 2 1/4 if I ain't mistaken. Let me measure real quick. Yeah, it's a 2 1/4. But anyway, that's the little bonus material. I just wanted to show you this. It, you know, little mold. And the reason I wanted this is when the last time we was up there in Gunnersville, we was actually riding around looking at different areas, and we went to this one marina place, and they had to be 15 or 20 people out there on the docks, and they were using this style bait, you know, just little jigging off of the docks, and they were just bringing up crappie like it was. I'm like, wow, you know, that was actually interesting. I have caught a crappie in my time, but I wasn't crappie fishing. You know, I caught one by mistake, so it ain't like I've ever really, you know, I ain't never had no interest in it. But anyway, I saw that and I was like, well, that is kind of cool, you know, right by the house. You know, that would be kind of interesting. Go down there and you know, try to catch some crappie one time. So that's really why I bought this mold, just to do that. So I probably will honestly make me up when I get time, I'll probably make me up a few bags of these, you know, in the colors I want, and then I'll probably just get rid of this, because I mean, other than just making me up a few, and I've done that with molds in the past where I'll make me up a few hundred of baits for myself and then get rid of the mold. So I'll probably end up doing that later on. But anyway, this is the bonus material, and since this is going to be after that, I'll say thank you for everybody that, you know, likes, comments, subscribe to the channel. You know, I appreciate all y'all, and I know things from here on will get a little bit drug out as far as videos, so just bear with me. And once everything gets situated and we do get up there and you know, get reestablished, as far as, you know, I'll have to get me a new shop, and just, it's gonna be months of just trying to get things figured out. So we will be back as far as, you know, putting out more videos, but for the time being, it's gonna be you know, slow. I'll still try to put out one a month if I can. You know, I should. They shouldn't be no reason I can't, even if it's just to update you on what's going on. You know, I'll still try to put out one a month. So just, you know, I appreciate everybody that's subscribed and everybody that's hanging in there with me. All right, thank you.